Alright, welcome back to Flight Sim 2024 and welcome for the first time on this channel to the brand new early access A2A PA-60 Aerostar. So this is the next release from A2A. Obviously, if you've watched this channel at all, you'll know how much of a fan I am of the Comanche, and I've been flying it all over the world. And this is the next product from A2A. It is still in early access, so there are some features missing, but it has the same kind of ACUSIM systems, the same tablet setup, cockpit persistence or aircraft persistence, the failure system, all of that we're used to in the Comanche. We now have it in the Aerostar. So today we're going to do a short hop from here at Swartkops Air Base just outside Pretoria in South Africa over to Witbank and then back again. I'm flying on FSEconomy. It was amazing. I tried to pick up new aircraft on FSEconomy as soon as they release so that I can start flying them around, and the first one, it was actually the only one for sale, popped up, and it was here at Swartkops, which is literally just probably 10-15 minutes away from where I live in real life. So that's kind of cool. I don't need to fly it all the way around the world to get it back to South Africa. We can do some flying around the area straight away. Now, the Aerostar is interesting. It's a bit smaller than I thought. It's got 6 seats, but you can only take all 6 passengers, or 5 passengers, I guess, if you have like 50% fuel. So it's kind of limited in how much you can carry, which is interesting. So I thought it would be a bit more of a cargo and passenger workhorse, but it isn't. So today's going to be my first flight. Let's jump aboard. So we are fully analog today. So as you can see, no GPS or anything. So Witbank has a VOR, so we're going to be following the N4 out of Pretoria towards Witbank, and then we'll use the VOR to find the airport. Right, let's come down here. Now, interestingly, the tablet is a little bit different because it has all of the default flight sim stuff, and I got a bit of a shock when I opened it up and I went, did they really give us an ACUSIM plane, but just with the generic tablet? But within this tablet you have the A2A tablet, but this is cool because we have things like our Navigraph charts, some brief stuff here as well. So if we open this up, you'll be used to the tablet controls that we have here. Right, so let's go and get our checklist. Okay, there is no walk around feature yet. I assume they're going to add that in later on. That's part of the early access stuff that's missing. But otherwise, all the same stuff that we're used to, obviously just a couple more seats. And of course, we have 2 engines in this one. So I've just gone for a used aircraft. So we've got 1650 hours on the frame, 1352 on the left engine, and 524 on the right engine. So I did check to see that all of this is good. We do have a couple of issues on the engines, like standard wear and tear kind of stuff, so I'm going to leave that as is for now, and we'll see how things go. Right, so pre-flight is done. Passengers, we have 3 passengers today. Nope, 4 passengers today. They've been briefed. Seatbelt secure, cabin door is closed, batteries off, gear switch should be down, which it is. Gear down, flaps up. So this is interesting. I don't know what this neutral position is. If we look outside, see they're slightly down. And then you have completely, oh, I don't think they're moving. We actually, oh no, they are moving there. Oh my word, is this like a... Aha, I think it's just using gravity to bring it down. We actually need power to bring them up. Interesting. So I wonder what the neutral does. Okay, we'll try that out just now. But anyway, flaps up, because if I put them up now, they're gonna stay. So I think we need power for that. So let's leave it in the neutral position for now. Okay, brakes. Flight controls. free. Parking brake is set, I believe. Okay, it wasn't. Right then, batteries over here. Gear lights are good. Elevator and rudder trim. Oh, where do I see that? Oh, is it this? So that is aileron trim. There's the rudder trim switch, but where do we see how it's set? Okay, the flaps have moved a little bit. Right, let's see the battery on. If I do that, nothing happens. Interesting. There's no trim handle on the roof, I don't think. No. So how do I see? Oh, this is elevator, that's rudder. Okay. Right, so there we go. So we can set elevator to neutral. I thought that was aileron because I saw left and right, but this is rudder on this side. Cool. Elevator and rudder trim neutral. Hydraulic shut off. Is this one? No, that's aux hydraulic. Yeah. Open. Fuel. We have about half fuel on board. Where are the fuel gauges? I think they're on this side. These are temps. Oh, here. There we go. 3 fuel tanks here. Wing, and fuselage. So I think that's a bit more than 50%. We're full up on the wing tanks and about probably 80% in the middle. Right. Okay, low fuel warning should be off. Cool. Circuit breakers all in. Right, where are the circuit breakers? Down here. If we pop one of these, ooh, those don't seem to be implemented yet. Okay, so that's something that is not in early access. Altimeter and clock. Okay, I'll just set the altimeter. And then let's go to engine start. So props, full forward. Mixture cuts off. Throttle cracked. Batteries on. Low fuel warning is out. Fuel selectors. Cycle. Cool. Right fuel boost on. Right mixture full. So what I'm going to do is set this to full and then just bring this one down manually. Right starter engage. So we probably need some lights. Nav beacon. That's good for now. Definitely does seem like we've missed something. Oh, genius. I'm doing left. I mean, it shouldn't make... Yeah, I did everything the wrong way around. But then it should have worked. It just should have been the left engine that started. Mixture. Full rich as engine fires. Oh, full. Check fuel flow. Okay, we have that. Then back to off. Right starter. Engage. There we go. Okay, then I guess we just do the same thing. So throttle set for 1000 RPM. Cool. Right fuel boost off. Gyro pressure check. do I see that? It's probably on this side. Yes, cool. It's a little bit low, but probably because only one engine is running. Right, repeat for left engine. So boost on, start. As it kicks in, bring the condition lever up. Like so. For 1000 RPM. Very nice. Okay, so left engine, right engine, both up and running, looking good. Okay, we warm them up at 1000 RPM. Just look at the temperatures. That's coming up. That's already in the green, so we just need this one to have some time to warm up. These temperatures, oil temps are a little low. That's coming up though, so that looks good. Okay, props are full forward, mixture rich. Then we throttle up to 1500. It's interesting, we've missed like turning on avionics and stuff. Engine instruments. Looking good. Okay, that seems alright. Prop cycle 1000 to max, so that's max. Four times. Should have actually set to 2100 RPM for that. Okay, let's bring it back to 1000. Gyro pressure. It's just in the green. Okay, doors, controls, mixture, fuel selectors, prop, boost pumps on for takeoff. So we can do that now quickly. Instruments check, radios. Right, VitBank, we want 113.3. So this will be nav 1 here. Cool displays, I like those LEDs. Cool. Flaps. Okay, so it is what I thought. You can kind of choose. It's not set positions. So that is something we're going to have to get used to. Okay, keep it around 10 degrees. That should be okay. 0 to 20 is fine. Trim. I'm going to leave it neutral. We'll see. Pitot heat we don't really need. Parking brake release. Throttle full forward. Okay, let's see. For takeoff, we rotate at 85. Climb out at 24, same as the Comanche, and 105. Cool. Well, normal climb 140 to 160, so let's aim for 150. Right, can we see a windsock? Yes, we want to go this side. Ooh, why are the alternators not working? Because I didn't switch them on. do we have headphone jacks? Aha, we do. There should be plenty of runway so we can go from here. Strobes, landing lights. Okay, since we're taking off this way, so we can maybe do the Pinedene route. So we look for... What do we look for? Okay, so we take off from Swartkop. We'll go up to 7,000. And then we need to find the Shell Ultra City, and then left turn to Pinedene Station, cross the R21, out to the Caribou factory, and then to the railroad bridge. Let's see if we can do that. Airspeed's alive. Okay, gears coming up. Flaps are coming up. Okay, climb 2424. Coming up to 6,000 feet. Okay, 6.5. It's a bit difficult to see out of the frontier in the climb. Ultra City is along here. Right, it's down there. It's going to bring the power back quite a bit here. And we'll bring the props back to about 21. Don't want to go super fast here. Keep the landing lights on. Need to actually stay at 7,000. binding station is out this way. It's actually a little more this side. I think that's it there. Or is it this here? No, there it is. Okay, let's see if we can pick up the power lines. We follow those to the Caribou factory. Yeah, that's the station down there. That's Waterkloof. Crossing the R21, Reedflay Dam, Reedflay Nature Reserve. We stay this side of the power lines. And that's the Caribou factory in front of us. Alright, I wonder what this does. If it's just for the autopilot. It's not doing like an auto trim now. I think it's only when the autopilot's on. Okay, one thing I did forget to do is check this. So this is way off. How do I calibrate this? Ah, that did nothing. This is miles off. Huh. Oh, that sucks. You gotta click with both mouse buttons. So there's 12, 11, we're basically there. Ah, that's a rubbish system. But that's a Flight Sim 2024 thing. Let's go to 7,500. That is Bronkhorstspruit Dam in front of us, and that's about halfway between Pretoria and Witbank. just dialing back the mixture a bit, so we should see that fuel flow come down and we'll see some temperatures go up on the engines. Clear morning here. Okay, coming up to 7.5. Cruising along nicely. Okay, I probably could have switched these off. I want some instrument lights. They're kind of dark. This is all air. Shining down there, that doesn't really help me. Okay, let's try out the autopilot. It's immediately going to heading mode, which is interesting. You can actually see the Vidbank cooling towers over there. So let's put it to nav. It's going to get us back to 7.5. We're not going to have it on for very long because we're almost there. So this is Bronco sprayed down. That on alt and engage. Right now I can look for lights. Ah, there we go. I cannot see that making any difference at all. Doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. So that's something I need to find at some point. It should be this. Maybe it's just because it's daytime. Bank runways 04 and 22. What sort of wind are we looking at? 197 at 3, so we'll probably do runway 22. Pretty much just join on the crosswind. So I'm just reading the Pandine route. We're supposed to say stay below 6,000 feet, so we didn't do that properly. And we would actually be in contact with Waterkloof Tower. Bank Airport is at 5,000 feet, or 5,078. So I'm going to go down to about 6.5. far as I remember, the VidBank VR actually doesn't have DME. But since we passed those towers, we should be pretty close. This area here, it's this, then there's a gap, and then a little piece, and then the runway. So I think we are pretty close. Coming up to 6.5. I just need to spot the runway now. I see the runway. Bring the speed back. That's just bringing the props back too far. Oh, sorry, the throttle's back too far with the gear still up. Yeah, let's get some flaps in. Gear down. Right, props full. That was maybe a little bit too aggressive. Interesting line of houses there. Okay, flaps full now. That's the line of houses. I think it's actually either a bridge, but I think it's actually like a pipeline, either gas or water or fuel even. Nice narrow runway here at Witbank. Apron is just yet. Right, flaps up. Okay, landing lights off, strobes off. Flap lever neutral. And welcome to Witbank. Let's turn this off and this. Oh, this whole area here is supposed to be apron, I believe. Just this part. Let's just keep the RPM up. Parking brake set. There's our FSEconomy flight done. Okay, now to facilitate a quicker turnaround, let's see, the door to the aircraft for the passengers. Where do they get in and out? This must be a light. Interesting. Okay. Does everyone get in here? For real? That is very interesting. Seems like it. There's nothing here. It's literally just this door in the front. This side's not a door either, so everyone has to climb through. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is shut down the left engine so we can open the door. Right, to pick up our next group of passengers. Okay, there we go. Started the next FSEconomy flight. That cabin looks pretty small, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that seems to be the only door. Very interesting. Okay, let's jump back in. Let's close this. How do I do that now? There we go. Save. Cool. mixtures back to full, props to full, and we are good. I probably should have turned on the boost pumps. In fact, let's turn them on now because we're going to take off again anyway. Okay, let's maybe follow a different route in, because we're going to land from the other side. So I'm going to put in Vonnebaum's VOR, which is 112.2. But we're going to try and pick up the N4 and then just follow that into Pretoria. Okay, flaps for takeoff. We'll do 20 on this runway because I want to get up as soon as possible. Good, boost pumps are set. Let's just check this guy. So 3, 4. I hate that double click thing or double mouse button thing. Okay. Let's go. Right, 5 passengers for the trip back. Okay, strobe lights, landing lights. We are going to backtrack here. Flight Sim has a taxiway in front of us. So on Navigraph, this is the only taxiway here. So I thought we were going to go through there and backtrack, but Flight Sim has its own taxiway. We're going to go up to 6,500 feet. Just stay there all the way along. Pick up the N4, follow that into Pretoria. Over Pretoria, kind of CBD area. And left turn to land at Swartkops from the north. Okay, props full, mixture full, strobes, landing lights, boost pumps on, flaps. Right, here we go, airspeed's alive already. She wants to fly. Gear coming up. Flaps coming up. flaps are up, lever neutral. Boost pumps off. Props back to 24. And manifold pressure back to 24. There's 6,000 feet. That's the N4. Okay, there's 6,500. Bring the power back. Right, now we just follow this highway all the way to Pretoria. There we can see we're actually picking up the Vonnegut VOR, 51 miles. That sounds right, so I'm happy. Let's get the autopilot master on. Can I click on these? No. Okay, I thought so. There we go, cruising along nicely. 48 miles to go. Well, to Vonnegut. Okay, let's go altitude and heading and autopilot on. And we can bring the mixtures back. just under 40 miles now. And you can see the N4 pretty much dead ahead all the way along. So I need to read up about this auto trim because I've now had it off and it seems to have no effect on the autopilot. So I'm not sure what it actually does. Right engine is running quite a bit hotter than the left. Okay, everything looks good on the temps, everything's in the green. runway heads off there, but it's going to jink around and we'll kind of link back up with it just now. So here by these little hills is the southeast VRP for Vonnebaum Airport already. That was interesting. And just over here somewhere is Rhino Park, which is the airport that we're trying to get the Comanche all the way to in the auctioned aircraft series. So I picked up a Comanche all the way down near Cape Town and used the auction feature in the maintenance section to just give us an auctioned aircraft with tons of hours on it and unreliable parts and all of that, and we're trying to fly it in that state all the way down from near Cape Town up here to Rhino Park, which is just behind us there. It's over there. So I can do a similar thing with this aircraft. If we go here to the maintenance section, you'll see it's this here. So you can have a new aircraft which resets everything to brand new. Used is what I did, which just gives you something random, and then auction is generally even worse. I've actually looked at the temperature, it's freezing in here. Is this the temperature? That's cold air. Oh, yeah. Air. Seem to do anything. Maybe that's not modeled yet. So I don't know, I thought that would have made a difference, especially if I do that. Nothing happens. Okay, outskirts of Pretoria now. Can't remember what estate this is here. Vonnebaum Airport is just there, so other side the ridge, so it's there. So we're not going to cross over, we're heading for the CBD. We'll come come in and around that side. There's Waterkloof Air Force Base there, so we're going a bit further than that. We can start slowing down. That's Waterkloof there. So Swartkops is there somewhere. Let's bring the props full forward and do it a bit more gently than last time. I think I can see the runway. Start getting some flaps in. Already see 2 whites, 2 reds. Coming down and more flaps. Extra full. It's quite a ridge here that we have to get over. Okay, let's go full flaps now. There we are, 2 whites, 2 reds, but it still looks a bit sketchy because of this ridge. back to Swartkops. Okay, flaps coming up. Having lights and strobes off. Autopilot master off. Auto trim off. Okay, flap lever neutral. Just a nice pleasant flight out to Witbank and back, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to use this aircraft for. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, that'll be cool, like cross-country flyer. I'll do that at some point, but I think this is more what it's geared towards, because it doesn't have the capacity to do like a nice big, you know, corporate cross-country charter like we're doing in like the Starship or the PC-12 or even the Kodiak, even though it's a bit slower than like the PC-12 and stuff. I mean, the Kodiak is slower. It still takes a lot more passengers and cargo. This is a bit smaller, so I think it'll be fun to do these kind of close hops out to these smaller airports, and that'll be pretty interesting. Right, let's get everything switched off. And yeah, once again, another cool aircraft from A2A, which is exactly what I expected it would be. Obviously, there are some features currently missing, but we expected that as well because it is early access. So they can only improve and add more cool stuff, but already a fun aircraft to fly. I love the AccuSim system. I think it's really cool with all of the failures and tracking the wear and tear and the persistence and all of that. Very, very cool. So we'll be doing some more flights in this for sure. And like I said, I think we'll be hopping around Pretoria and Johannesburg, and eventually we'll do a cross-country flight down to the coast somewhere and see how it handles that. But anyway, nice chilled flight. That's going to bring us to the end of this video. As always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do down below, and hopefully I see you in the next one.